guys, back to the shop. We have, I don't have a project today, but I have a new place I want to go visit. It's I shouldn't say new, it's been around for about 3 or 4 years here in town, and it's kind of an antique store. But I've popped in there every so often, but I kind of stopped going for a while because they really never had many tools. They had a room way out back you could dig through, and you had to have a flashlight, and it wasn't very convenient. But I was in there the other day and they had tools, and so I thought I would go back today, and I want to bring you along. Let's go check it out and see what they have and see if we can find anything to bring back to the shop. Let's go. So here's what I picked up at that store. Some of these things here don't look too fancy or anything, and wouldn't be anything to get too excited about, except I like wood handled scrapers. And So I went ahead and picked these up, this up, and this up. And I thought I'd do a video on this and just clean that up and get it good and sharp. But I grabbed those things. Those aren't that big a deal. And this thing here, I like to have them around. It's for replacing siding on your house. You reach up in, pull the siding down. And so I grabbed that. And all these things were less than $1, I think, each. In fact, these came in a bundle. Now, this one here is a scraper as well. I went ahead and grabbed it. It's not in too bad a shape. I might try to replace that wood. I'm not sure. There's a crack right there. We'll see. I'm not sure. But I went ahead and grabbed that. Now these, nothing super fancy. Sorry for the noise. But they had a couple of these insulators for $1 a piece. So I went ahead and got this one. And then this one over here is green. Or I guess it's, yeah, that's green. Or is that blue? Blue-green. So I thought I'd pick those. I'd clean those up. So I went ahead and grabbed those. Now, these two things here are the things I'm most excited about. This one here looks like it's all not in the best shape. And I got to looking at it and I was curious about this because usually these are steel and they're rusted. But this one's not rusted, it's tarnished. And there's some scrape marks right there from the edge. And I'm wondering if that's not brass or even a bronze. And I thought, now that looks really, really cool. So I want to clean this up and see what it is. It says right in here, I don't know if that's Masier, M-A-S-I-E-R, Mechanics, made in the USA. It's got a little bubble in there and a little poke awl, scratch awl that usually comes with these. It's got a nice brass nut there, and that's the thing, this brass doesn't look the same. So I'm wondering if this is a bronze or something. Anyways, I'm anxious to clean it up. It's got really nice markings on it. Just looks like a nice quality piece. So I was excited about that. And then I picked up another one of these. And I was kind of concerned because this was locked up. But I let it soak for a little while with some liquid wrench. And it finally came loose. But I want to show you what's in the handle. Check these out. It's got a gimbal, which they usually come with. This is a gouge. Looks like it's in pretty good shape. A screwdriver that needs to be cleaned up and reprofiled, I think. A chisel needs to be sharpened and fixed up. And then this here is, I don't want to call it an auger. I'm not sure the proper name, but it's for reaming out holes. It needs to be sharpened, and so I want to think about that for a little bit, but it looks in really nice shape. And then there's, I don't know what this thing here is, if that's just a reamer as well. It's just square. And then there's another gouge here. So it came with two gouges, this gimbal, screwdriver, a chisel, a reamer, and then I'm not sure what that's called. It might be a reamer for what's called a bunt hole. They usually make them larger. The bunt hole was on a whiskey barrel, and they'd have something like this to ream that out. Now this would be something smaller, but I thought, now that is pretty cool. So with all this stuff, we've got some more projects for the shop, and I'll look forward to getting these things prepped for you, and we'll tear into some of these. I think this might be my next little project. I'd really like to see what that looks like when it's all cleaned up. So anyways, I don't think beryllium is a little yellower, but I'm not sure. I just don't know. But anyways, that is a nice little square. So I'll probably tear into this in one of our next projects, but for right now, thanks so much for joining me on this outing and checking out a new place. There were a few tools there, and we've got some good things that we picked up, and we'll look forward to popping by there again once or twice a month and checking it out and see what they have. So for right now, guys, if you enjoyed this, give me a thumbs up, and if you know somebody else that enjoys this kind of content, please send them the link. And if you're not a subscriber, hit that subscribe button, bell notification, and that way when you guys are notified, you'll be able to come by and visit me again. Always enjoy that. But for right now, here's to you. Have a great day. God bless.